Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Adventures on the Island of Sodor, Episode 7, Edward and His Old Bones. One morning at Knapford Station, Edward had to pull a train, and it wasn't the train that bothered Edward. It was Edward himself. Wheezed Edward. Come on, Edward, you can do it. Don't be so rude, James. Edward's old. No offense, Edward. No, I understand, Duck. I am. Yeah, you're old and you're going to break down. Be quiet, James. Edward's not that old. I might be, Duck. And then smoke started coming from Edward's smoke box. Oh, great, said Edward. I told you, said James. Oh, shut up, James, said Duck. Ha ha ha, said James. Soon Sir Topham Hatt came. Edward, what happened? Oh, I broke down, sir. Yeah, because he's old and he's going to break down like every train he pulls. Shut up, James. That's enough, said Sir Topham Hatt. Edward, you've been breaking down a lot recently. I think it's about time that you get some new engine parts. Wow, said Edward. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you'll be gone for a couple of days, but don't worry. I have the money, even though I'm running low. Thank you, sir. That's very nice. Good, he won't be breaking down anymore. Be quiet, James, said Sir Topham Hatt. Edward, Donald will come and get you later. But for right now, James, you take off. It's about time, said James, and he puffed away. Then Duck pulled Edward's train away to be delivered. Soon Donald had arrived to take Edward to the works. Okay, Donald, as soon as you come back, get right to work. Okay, sir, said Donald, and he puffed away to the works. An hour later, Donald returned. Why are you here with Edward? Because the manager of the works says he doesn't have the parts in. Doesn't have the... Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, this is really getting out of my budget. Okay, Donald, you need to go to the docks and tell Bulstrode to pick up some more engine parts from the mainland. Okay, sir, said Donald, and he puffed away. I'm sorry, Edward, said Sir Topham Hatt. Oh no, that's okay, sir. It's never your fault. It is, said Sir Topham Hatt. I feel really bad now, and plus my budget is low. I'm spending a lot of my cash on you. Well, sir, I didn't want you to spend that much. You can cancel the project if you want. No, Edward, I will do this for you. You deserve it. Thank you, sir. Well, for right now, I guess platform number 3 is blocked. I'll get another engine to take you to the sheds. Okay, sir, said Edward, and they both waited until the engine came. Soon the engine came. He was very cross. Ugh, why do I have to shunt stupid breakdown engine to the sheds? James, why did you have to say that? No, it's fine, sir, said Edward. He always does this to me. Okay, Edward. Well, James, I need you to bring Edward back to the sheds, and no fooling around. Sir, I'm not going to fool around with this stupid engine. It always breaks down. James, stop it. Yeah, said James. He puffed away with Edward. James shunted Edward into Tidmouth sheds and left immediately. What's the matter, Edward? Said Henry. Oh, I broke down again. Sir Topham Hatt is trying to give me new engine parts, but the works doesn't have any. So Donald went to go to the docks to tell Bolster to get some from the mainland. Oh, said Henry. Yeah, said Edward, it's really sad. I feel bad for you, said Toby. Well, I feel really bad, said Edward, but I am happy that Sir Topham Hatt spent his money on me. Yeah, that is very generous. Well, anyway, I don't feel so good right now, so I'm going to go to sleep, said Edward. The other engines understood Edward, and they felt very bad for him. Okay, we'll probably be off to our jobs in a little while, and Edward dozed off. Sir Topham Hatt raced to the sheds. I'm very sorry, Edward, but they don't make your engine parts anymore. Gasped Edward. Oh my gosh! I'm very sorry, Edward. There's nothing we can do anymore. You're going to be put in the museum. No, said Edward. Why? Why did it have to end so fast? Well, you were one of the oldest engines on the island. I know, but it ended so fast. Why? Percy will come in the morning to take you. Edward fell asleep again. I'm very sorry, Edward, said Sir Topham Hatt, and he walked away to go to his car. Edward fell asleep very, very sad. The next morning, Percy arrived to take Edward to the museum. I'm so sorry, said Percy. I really wish I didn't have to do this, but it's the museum's orders. Any engine that cannot be fixed again will have to go to the museum. I know, said Edward. I really don't want to, though. I don't want you either, said Percy. We really liked having you, said Percy. Well, I guess it's time. Yeah, said Edward. And Percy pulled away. Edward! 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 Yeah. No, don't take me to the museum. It can't happen this fast. What museum? Said Thomas. Oh, never mind, said Edward. Guess what? Great news, said Donald and Sir Topham Hatt. We found some engine parts. They're coming tomorrow, so you can go to the works tomorrow. That's good, said Edward. Yes, it very much is, said Sir Topham Hatt. Well, you had quite a day, Edward. Yes, I guess I did, but I'm very happy to be going to the works. Yeah, now we can finally put breaking down behind us. Okay, Edward. Well, we'll see you in the morning. All right, said Edward. He was very happy. The next morning, Henry was ready to take Edward to the works. Are you happy, Edward? I surely am, said Edward. Okay, let's go, said Sir Topham Hatt, and Henry puffed out with Edward. A few days later, Edward returned. You're back, said Thomas. How was it? Said Toby. Oh, it was magnificent. While they were at it, they even gave me a new coat of paint. Well, Edward, it's glad to have you back. No more breaking down, I presume. Let's hope so, said Edward. Anyway, let me get off to my job. I have to pull some trucks today, said Edward. And the turntable was set for Edward to go, and Edward left to get his train. Come on, Edward, you can do it, said Duck. I don't believe this old heap of scrap can do it. Yes, I can, said Edward. I got repaired. Doesn't matter, you're still very old. You'll never be able to do it anymore. Go, Edward, go! Edward pulled out of the station with pride. His long line of trucks. See, I told you he could do it, said Duck. Yeah, said James. We all know that these stories end with a happy miracle. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. But hey, at least Edward's back to normal, and we don't have to worry about him breaking down for a while now. Yeah, we'll see, said James. I don't think he will, though. He will, said Duck. Okay, said James. I don't believe it. And the two engines kept arguing for the rest of the day.